Hey everyone, welcome back for a little TLC. I know I have been MIA. Life has truly been lifing, but I got very convicted the other day because I I was a part of a boot camp, a postpartum boot camp, and one thing that my trainer was saying was just how like the same way that we can't just give up on our job for a week. If things are going crazy in our lives, we can't give up on our workout routine. And I got really convicted because I've still been doing some ministry things and stuff like that, but I definitely let this YouTube channel kind of go by the wayside while I was trying to gather up my life. And so I'm just going to do better. So, new month is starting next month. And so I got to get this thing together, but I did not want to wait until next week just because it was a new month to start. I wanted to go ahead and jump back on the bandwagon now. I will tell y'all that I have been dealing with some things that are causing me to really do some self-reflection and consider if I'm willing to and able to exercise Christian principles, especially when it comes to forgiveness. And so I think we're going to start a series about forgiveness for the next however long the Lord desires to keep me in this space. So for this first video, I'm going to be talking about whether forgiveness equates to access. I'm just going to talk about that a little bit, and I do want to let you all know that we'll be doing another book club for the book Forgiving What You Can't Forget by Lysa TerKeurst. I think that's how you say that. And so I wanted to give y'all a little bit of time to get that book as well in case you want to join in with me. But for today's video, does forgiveness mean the same thing as access? Once you forgive somebody, do you have to put them in the exact same position that they were in before? Do you have to be around them? What does that look like? Let's get into it. Okay, so the answer to this question, I think, is it depends. So there are times in the Bible where even God forgives and then does not continue on with the relationship with the person or create some space. And then there are other times when forgiveness comes and the person is restored to their exact same position. So for example, we think about the prodigal son. He went and squandered his inheritance. Then he came back to the father. The father was like, you know what, let's put the best ring, the best robe, let's throw this party. We're so excited that our son is back. So that's an instance where the person was fully restored into the same relationship. However, there are other instances like the Garden of Eden, for example. The Lord forgives, the Lord loves, but he still kicked Adam and Eve right out of the garden when they sinned, and they were not allowed access. Again, none of us were until Jesus came. So forgiveness can come in that instance, yes. Mercy comes, but it's definitely not the same relationship, the same closeness that there was in the beginning. So I think that it depends. You can certainly forgive and restore the person to exactly where they were. They can have the same level of access if that is something that you think is genuine and something that you think you can put up with. But there are also times when you can forgive from a distance and love the person from a distance. Just really all depends on what in the world is going on, and what might the Lord be telling you to do. I just don't want us to get into the habit of thinking that forgiveness looks the same in the aftermath for all people and for all situations, because it simply does not have to, and there's no biblical support for that. I'd love to know what y'all think about this. Do you think that forgiveness automatically equates to access to you, or the same access to the same position that you might have had before? What do you think about this? I do hope that you all will consider joining me in my reading of Forgiving What You Can't Forget by Lysa TerKeurst. We'll see if that's how it's actually pronounced. By the time we get into it, I'm hoping to start, fresh next week with the video talking about maybe the first couple of chapters of that book. Let me know what y'all think about this forgiveness thing. I'm really excited to get into this particular topic, especially because I'm being dealt with very heavily on it right now in this season. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I will be very consistent with this series and posting these videos. Y'all pray for your girl. I need some time extended to my day, some more time, because I already feel like the Lord gives me more time anyway. But I'll see y'all next week for a little TLC. Bye bye.